I assume you're watching this video because either you or somebody you know is getting dizzy as a result of moving your head.
Now, you may have something called vertigo or BPPV, which stands for benign paroxysmal positional vertigo.
That's right. Now, the good news is there's a good chance that you can treat this at home and have good chance of being successful with it. We've got a speaker, and she's actually one of Mike's old teachers. Her name is Dr. Sherry Berry.
Yes, and we are going to take a trip back in time to look at a video she filmed with us here a couple years ago explaining all this. The first option is actually something you can kind of try at home if you know you have this, but then
It's not you can kind of try.
You can
She explains it to the T how to do it. She's an excellent teacher.
And then after that, we're going to a part of some tests the doctor or therapist might do with you if you are unsure if you actually have it. So I think we're ready to time travel back in time, aren't we?
Yeah, and she explains it all a lot better than we do. She is really good. So now, actually, this is something new because Mike has never been in the
I've been in some of the old videos before.
Oh, that's right. But this one's different because you are one of the main guys, man.
I'm the patient getting
there
his
you
head
go.
tilted around.
Ready? Here we go. Into the tortoise we go.
Woo!
Whoa! Whoa! You're just faking it.
Woo!
Go.
Bob and Brad, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet.
Because if it's positional, then there's another treatment.
There is treatment for positional vertigo, and it's pretty easy to do. We just have to roll you around a little bit and put the crystal back where it belongs. Okay. The treatment depends on which canal is involved. But here's the good news. 85 to 95% of the time, it's the posterior canal. And so I'm going to show you an exercise you can try at home that actually addresses the posterior canal, and 85 to 95% of the time, it works.
So when she says posterior canal, it's in the vestibular system. You don't have to really understand that.
No, you really don't.
As a therapist, or if you really technically do, but you know,
Yep.
So we're going to show the treatment. This is,
You got 3 canals in this ear, 3 canals in this ear.
yep.
85% of the time, it's in one of those 3 canals, and the position to fix it is what I'm about to show you.
And this is a maneuver that, what's it called?
It's the Brandt-Daroff maneuver. It's how we used to treat everyone with this before we had goggles.
What about the Epley? Isn't that kind of high in the?
The Epley.
Because we do have a video on Epley, and that's what I've used.
Oh, yes. So the Epley, as a therapist,
Yep.
if you've identified which canal is involved, the Epley targets that canal.
Sure.
And then you're specifically moving the fluid in that canal quickly to send that crystal home.
Mm-hmm.
The Brandt-Daroff is similar to that. We're just targeting the posterior canal.
Okay.
Playing the odds. 85 to 95% of the time, that's
Pretty
the one
good.
that's involved. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So if it's not, you've tried it at home, then you can go see a specialist, pay the extra money, whatever you need to do. But if you're not too sick, this is a great thing to try at home.
Oh,
Okay.
so you got symptoms where you turn your head, you roll over, but it's
You can
not too
try
bad.
this.
Go ahead.
Yep.
So listen carefully.
Yes.
Because I think there's some little things in here.
There are some really important things
Yeah.
to doing this correctly. So Mike, first, when you are at home, you're going to want to sit somewhere where your feet are in contact with the floor. This is a little high, so we're breaking the rules already.
Sure.
So you're going to sit with your feet in contact on the floor, either on the side of your bed or the side of a couch. Works
Okay.
great. So what you're going to first do is you're going to turn your head to the left, and then very quickly you're going to lay down on the right shoulder. Now, the key to this is you don't want to turn and look where you're going. You want to go as quick as you can, but you want to keep your head to the left as you throw your body to the right. So as quickly as you can, you're going to go down to the right.
Whoa.
Yes, just like that. That was perfect.
And keep looking up.
And you keep looking up. Your nose is to the ceiling. Here's the other piece where things go poorly. You don't want to roll back into the couch. You want to stay directly on your side,
Mm-hmm.
your nose to the ceiling. You flip yourself down and you wait for the dizziness to come. You wait for the dizziness to go away. And you count to 20.
After it goes away.
After it goes away.
And typically, if this is the right thing, it'll go away within 30 seconds or so.
30 seconds to a minute at most.
Okay.
Exactly. Once the dizziness is gone and you've counted to 20, then you sit right back up to the middle. And you're probably going to get dizzy again. And so you wait. When the dizzy is gone, you count to 20.
Yep.
Then you turn your head to the right. And you're going to flip yourself down to your left shoulder. Again, don't look where you're going. Trust where you are. Flip yourself to the left, fast as you can. Don't roll back. Nose stays to the ceiling. You wait for dizziness to go away and count to 20.
Just 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
1, 2, 3.
Like 20
You
seconds.
can do Mississippi's if you
There
like.
you go.
Okay. Then you can come back up again, Mike. And this is considered 1 repetition.
Okay.
You have to go down and up to equal 1.
So that could take 3 minutes or so. Mm-hmm.
You're going to do 5 of them
Right in a row.
in a row.
Okay.
By the 5th one, so with positional vertigo, your brain gets used to the input that it's getting,
Yep.
and you get less and less dizzy. Very common that by the 5th one, you're not really that dizzy anymore. So if you lay down and you don't have dizziness, you just count to 20.
Oh.
And then you sit back up.
Oh, nice.
You lay down the other way and count to 20. If you can do this 2 to 3 times a day, more often than not, you can either self-correct by sending that crystal home,
Yep.
or there's a theory of the Kool-Aid method that you're shaking it up enough to kind of dissolve that crystal.
Oh.
That maybe isn't as sound as sending that crystal home.
Yeah. One way or another. So, and this is something like typically in your experience, they'll by the 5th one,
Feeling better.
feeling better.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And again, 2 to 3 times a day is great.
Yep.
Most people, after a week or so, don't need to do it anymore. They're feeling better.
Yep.
So this is a real easy home treatment to try.
Sure.
Now, where things go wrong is when people go down and they're really, really dizzy and they just
Yeah.
can't handle it. Go and see someone. They can fix it a little faster.
Yeah.
So if this is too much at home, there are other things that we as physical therapists can do for you very easily in the clinic.
Yeah. Like if you go down and you just feel like you're going to throw up or
Yeah.
you do.
Yeah. Or you do.
Yeah. Get some help.
That'd be a good indication to go get someone to give you a hand.
All right. Well, that's excellent. And
Yeah.
this, at home, you can do it yourself. Pay attention. I always tell people when they comment and look at the video again. The details are in there. So you did an excellent job of
Yes.
teaching this.
Excellent
So-
job of being my patient.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
good deal.
actually, people don't know this, but Mike was Sherry's student
Years ago.
10 years ago or
Yes.
so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right.
Positional vertigo is a little bit different.
Okay.
Now, we talked about positional vertigo, and we talked about the fact that deep in your inner ear, you have semicircular canals that are fluid filled. Mike, if you rotate your head to the right, there's fluid that moves to the left. If you rotate your head to the left, there's fluid that moves the other way. In a fluid filled system, the fluid's moving, it gives information to your brain about where your head is in space. Okay? You have also a part in the middle ear where these canals are attached that give you information about linear acceleration if you're moving forward or backward, or if you're moving up and down, like in an elevator.
Kind of movement in space,
Yep.
kind of.
In that section of your ear, you have little crystals that are attached to hair cells, and they are called calcium carbonate crystals. We like to say you have rocks in your head. You really have rocks in your ears. Okay. So one of those little rocks pops off that area, drops into the fluid filled canal, and it's like dropping a pebble into a pond. It creates a ripple. So, Mike, if you turn your head to the right, the fluid moves, and then the crystal drops down through that canal, creates a ripple in the fluid because the crystal is affected by gravity,
Sure.
and it drops to the bottom. And while that's happening, Mike has a sensation of being dizzy.
Is this actually spinning dizzy?
More often than not, people will tell you, I feel like I'm spinning or the room is spinning.
Okay.
And that is very classic symptoms of positional vertigo.
Okay.
The other classic element of positional vertigo is it only lasts seconds to minutes.
Okay.
Okay. So Mike says, I keep getting this spinning thing every time I roll over in bed. I should maybe get this checked.
Yep.
Okay. So what can Mike expect when he walks through the door of physical therapy? The most common test for this is called a Hall-Pike-Dix test. So Mike, I'm going to take you through that test here in a minute.
Oh.
If you will turn so your feet are on the mat out in front of you and you're in a long sitting position, perfect. Then I'm going to turn your head to the right, and then we're going to tip you down so your head just falls off of the mat here into that position, and that's a Hall-Pike-Dix test. Typically, I would have special goggles on his face, which would magnify his eyeball. His eyes, if he had positional vertigo, would do this funky twisting thing.
So you're watching through.
And I'm watching the video if I
Okay.
have video goggles.
Yep.
Or if I don't, I'm watching his eyes like this because I'll even be able to see that eye movement without goggles. It's a little harder to see, but you can.
Will the patient know that their eyes are twitching?
No,
But you can
they'll
see
feel
it.
dizzy.
Yep. Okay.
They'll feel like they're spinning.
Okay.
And when you have goggles on, you can start to see their eye move and you'll say to the patient, all right, it's starting. And then you'll see their eyes stop moving. You'll say, okay, you should be feeling better. And the patient will say, how'd you know that? Because we could see it in your eyeballs.
Okay.
Then when Mike sits back up, keeping your head to the right, it'll all happen again because we're moving that fluid, the little crystal drops, and we create that again.
Now, sometimes does a therapist do that a little more quickly?
We
than
would typically do it quickly.
Mm-hmm.
If a person's not too sick or not too sensitive in the stomach, we can move it quickly. We want to move that fluid quickly, bring them up quickly. It's easier for us to see what's happening that way.
Sure.
Whoa.
Oh, how are you feeling, Mike? Are those eyes fluttering? No.
Oh, we're safe. We're safe.
So, again, that was the Hall-Pike-Dix test that they'll use at the physician or a therapist that does this on a regular basis. It's a nice technique. This is one of those things that if you can't cure it at home, there's a good chance they'll get it done for you right with a professional doing it. So, wow. How did you do it that, Mike?
I did just fine with the time travel. I might get sick later, but we don't know.
Anyways, anything else you want to know about vertigo, we're going to put a title down. Actually, it's the same video, but if you watch the whole thing from the beginning to the end, Dr. Berry does a really good job of explaining why you get vertigo and why the treatment actually works and how it works. And so nice to be able to do it at home. I have so much confidence in her.
She's a pretty good teacher. I mean, I had her for a couple of years, and she put up with me, and I graduated,
Well,
I
if
guess.
she put up with you, she's a really good teacher.
right.
Anyways, good luck with your vertigo, and I feel confident that you'll get it resolved.